All right, Queens TV here with Chaos, headlining the 2010 Frosh Week concert. Great to have you out.
Yeah, it was amazing. We had fun. Crazy kids, crazy kids.
Now, your second time back to Kingston in a while.
Right.
How do you feel about putting on a show in front of a crowd like this? You know, you're used to playing in Toronto, Vancouver, and places like that, but what's it like coming to play for a smaller town, but, you know, a big crowd nonetheless?
I think the most important thing of why when, I get an email from my agent, he's like, yo, Queens Frosh Week. A lot of these kids, it's their first show, And I went to York University, and I remember my first shows. I think sometimes your first show when you're Frosh is like kind of an imprint. It's like a handprint of your whole student realities, because the first time you're away from your parents, for some people it's their first concert, actually, in a way. So I think that's, aside from all the Toronto stuff and how big or small, it's more important that you get to play to kids when they're like so formative and they're like ready to have a good time, as we saw tonight. People are just like, before we even came on stage, they were making so much noise.
I got to talk to you about your new song Zamboni that's out. I just saw that music video. Pretty unreal. You got to tell me what inspired you to write a song like that. And you got the hockey idea in there. I think that's pretty cool. What's the story behind the song and the music video there?
Zamboni is, for me as a musician and being a hip-hop artist as well, a black musician as well, I think Canada is an interesting place because it's a new place, and the music that we're making, that Cardinal's making, that Drake's making, is going to be the music that 100 years from now, people are going to look back and say it's the first hip-hop. Maestro as well. Our generation are the first group of black people or hip-hop people to make the music that's going to shape all of what is to come in 100, 200 years from now. Someone's watching this interview, I'll probably be dead, but you'll be listening to my song, hopefully. But, sorry, creepy. But at the same time, it's like, that's really the inspiration behind it. And as a Canadian, I thought hockey is an amazing theme to put in there. I think you have to sort of represent the things that represent this country, and hockey's a part of this country. So I kind of want to make a statement or a testament to be like, yo, this is hip-hop can embrace hockey as well. Hayden Christensen is also in the video. He himself is from, Vancouver and went to school in Toronto. So he's another, played Anakin Skywalker, but he's also Canadian. So I thought it was such a good meld of everything,
Very cool idea. And what made you take the I off Zamboni and put a Y in there?
I don't know. I think it just seemed more hip-hop or something. Zamboni seemed, I don't know. The Y kind of makes, Zamboni, like a question. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Some people hit me up on Twitter and be like, you're not supposed to spell Zamboni with a Y. That's not Canadian. People take it seriously. So it's funny you brought that up. Yeah.
Now, one last question here for you. I got to rewind about 7 months, and last time we met up with you, it hadn't been the Winter Olympics yet. But what was it like closing out an event like the Winter Olympics? I mean, very few people get the chance to do that, and you were lucky enough to play with some big bands and in front of some big people out there. What was that like?
It was amazing, It's like there were so many people. Apparently there was millions of people watching, but you can't really focus on that because you just had the immediate crowd that was right in front of you. Again, another once-in-a-lifetime, chance to represent Canada. And, Neil Young was there, and, everybody was there. Avril Lavigne and, William Shatner. All these amazing Canadians were there, so it was just good to be a part. And then Canada won the gold the same day that I performed. 3 hours later, Vancouver went wild. It was just, one of the best days ever. It was amazing.
Great. Well, thank you, Chaos, for coming out. Unreal concert. We really have to thank you for partaking in Queens TV once again.
Peace.
Best of luck in the future.
Back to your books.